Natalie's The Rise of the Dutch Republic was never published until completion, when it appeared in 2 volumes in 1889 and was for sale home and abroad. It enjoyed great sales. When Helen was enjoying the notorious stay in the horse from Troy, has been suggested that she has been quoted as having said many different things, but one member believes this to be the particular thing she did say. It is interesting to note that instead of the supposed accent which she is said to have had, Helen, according to this particular member, possessed no accent whatsoever. He says, in fact, that she spoke a purebred English accent. It is doubtful whether this interpretation is true, but it is an interesting one. Here it is.
Dry wood, brown sweater, green fly. Suede shoes rustle bitter, swallows swooping, grass sweet on white lines. Automation objection sustained, projected on fruit. Mellow brown fruit, textured pale in Indian ink, dark blown by the Eastern question. From head to foot in a graveyard, passionate iron and ink could blot and rust in suede on a sunset of knotted dry wood. Picking a plum, horizontally tweed down a Kentish orchard, stale smelling with spiderish weed. Bauxite in molten creolite, poplar in lines, rhetorically moulded, like plums, pre-cored and peeled, but then she liked them bitter. Dry wood, brown sweater, green fly.
As I said earlier on in my lecture, there are many interpretations of this historical event. There are also many interpretations of how the fire of London was caused, for example. There are also interpretations of the American colonists' motives for rebellion. But I'm only going to take one aspect of history during this discussion, and I will remain discussing the aspect on which I began my talk. You have heard in the first half Helen speaking to Agamemnon. It is commonly supposed that Agamemnon made a reply to Helen's forthright announcement. It has been suggested by one member that in the dark, sleazy atmosphere of a Trojan coffee bar, way away from anywhere, this reply was made.
Degradation blues, degradation blues, people laugh at me. And at my pointed shoes, can't understand what they're trying to do to me. Got the degradation blues, but I dig MJQ and Beethoven too, and folk songs both traditional and new. But people just stare and see my tastes are mighty queer. I got the degradation blues, Wabby-doo-ba, the degradation blues. I wore long taper pants and glasses when I danced, and I was born with jiving in my veins. But people just remark, God blimey, is it luck? I get no retribution for my pain. Would I read the poet Dryden and Kinsey and Enid Blyton, and books both fictional and true? But someone went and said I was an intellectual Ted. Now I feel so degraded and blue. I got the degradation blues. I got a father and a brother, 2 sisters and a mother, and everybody seems to be my kin. But I've lost all associations with my so-called relations. They treat me as a cast-out dishonest sin. Well, I got large sexy lips, and boy, I did my hips up pimples. I have only 1 or 2. I got long flaxen hair, and yet they call me a square. Oh, I feel so degraded and buried. I got the degradation blues. The degradation, all them Trojan degradation blues. Oh dear.